All right, guys, welcome to our team call tonight. So excited to have our bi-weekly call and connect with you guys. So just a couple announcements. If you are a new coach and you're watching the recording, welcome to my personally sponsored team. This team is just my coaches in here where I could hone in and focus on you and your goals and Success Club, which you're going to be learning about. There are coaches from every different season in this group. So there's coaches that have been in this for 3 years with me, and then, coaches that have been in it for a year, and then just newly signed up coaches. So there's coaches at all different areas of their business. But if you're new, welcome, and you can definitely get a lot of value out of this group and even from this call tonight. So welcome. My best tips for you guys for being new is to go through the emails that I've sent you. Review them, ask me any questions that you have, set up a one-on-one call with me, or get on our bi-weekly call so that you can just ask questions at the end or have any questions or concerns, or if you need tips or whatnot. That's what these calls are for. And then the coach training that you're in, I run them once a month, and they're usually self-paced. So you can find everything you need to get started to run your business or get motivation or inspiration. It's there in front of you. So welcome. And so let's get started. The special this month is a 21-day fix and hardcore. Utilize that. We have the best programs, I feel like, out there, and everybody needs what we have. And there's no reason why we shouldn't lock in Success Club. If you're a new coach, the goal is helping 3 to 5 people a month with a challenge pack, just like you are starting. Of course, some coaches go slower, some coaches go faster at their goals. There's no minimum or maximum. It is entirely up to you. We love on where you're at in the business. And we're going to get into talking about your journey and embracing it. This month, if you do get Success Club, you get the canister, the Shakeology canister, which I'm so excited to get. I've been eyeing this for a long time, and I've been wanting like 3 of them for all of my flavors that I have on my counter. So that's a cool little gift they're doing. Sometimes some months their gifts aren't that great, but there's other months where it's like, man, they went overboard. So this month, it's definitely one of an overboard gift. So it's another incentive besides mine. I give all my PS coaches little gifts for hitting Success Club, and I'm waiting right now on my jewelry girl. I usually send out some cute little gifts to send those out from last month who hit Success Club. So I'm giving a little bracelet out this month that says Believe, and it's a little bead bracelet, just a little gift from myself. So Beachbody does their gifts, and I do my own. And then Super Saturday, guys. I know, we're already at this point. If you're a new coach, Super Saturday is just a quarterly event where you get together and you get with other coaches, and there's top coaches there. There's sometimes celebrity trainers, depending on what event is in your area, and you get to work out live or, with the trainer or to the program on a screen. And it's just the camaraderie, the energy. It's a lot of fun. So I definitely recommend you getting to one. If you have yet to be to one, you just go in your coach online office. So you go to Team Beachbody, then coach online office, and then you go to, I believe it's a second to last, it's training and then events. So you could find one in your area. It's a must get to. You have to get to Super Saturday to just feel that energy that we have as Beachbody coaches, and to be at a live event. It's really life-changing. I know you see a lot of stuff going on Facebook. If you're new and with notifications and the groups, and it's awesome, but there's nothing like being at a live event in your area and just feeling that culture and feeling like you belong, and you're on this health and fitness journey with other people that are like-minded like you. So I never forgot the first Super Saturday I went to. I loved it. I craved something like that for so long, and it was a really awesome event, and I left there in tears. I said, this is it, this is what I want to do. And I just heard success stories of people transforming their life through health and fitness and, coming home to their families. And I was blown away. And so that's why the power of events are so critically important to not only you staying motivated every quarter, every 3 months, I love that Beachbody does that, but it helps, like inspire other people around you, and you want to bring people with you. So I encourage you to bring someone with you. Every Super Saturday, bring someone with you, right? We don't want to go alone to this. We want to help everybody around us. So bring a family member, bring a friend, and go. The Team Cup and Fit Fanatics, if you're not in there, let me know. I will add you into Fit Fanatics. I had a ton of coaches sign up this month and last, so let me know if you want in. I know some of my new coaches are just working on themselves, and that's okay. So I don't want to pressure you to add you to even more groups than you're already in. But Fit Fanatics is just a bigger page with over 1,000 coaches, and it's just more energy and lots of questions being asked and a lot of notifications. So if you are not in there, I will add you, but there is a list. I made a document to be in a Team Cup where it is something Beachbody does every quarter. You just get 5 people on a Team Cup. That captain that registers you into Beachbody's system opens a little group, and you're in it like a challenge group, and you guys are just pushing each other to hit Success Club 5, which has helped 3 people. And Beachbody gives you a really cool gift for smashing goals. So on top of the Success Club gifts, there's a Team Cup gift and then one from me. So it's just a month to push hard and go all in and have a blast. I definitely recommend it if you want to jumpstart your business. There's no perfect time than now to do that because of the Team Cup. So you register July 18th, and then August 1st, it's going to start. So I will make sure you fill your team up with 5 people. If you want to do this, just get your name on the list over there. So I'm just going to share with you 3 tips, and this can relate to your business. This can relate to your health and your fitness journey. This can relate to your relationships. I think anything in your life, and I love these tips. So first, I want to start off by saying that you chose your fitness program. Guys, right? This month, I hope you chose your fitness program to commit to and get amazing results, right? Christina, she's a new coach of mine, and she said she's already down, 4 pounds, right? Crazy. It's amazing. And that's within only a couple weeks, right?
No, 3 days.
3 days? Holy moly.
Sunday.
Oh my goodness. So it just shows you this works. And guess what? When she starts learning to put this out there, because she just signed up and really said, I'm going to learn and I'm going to work on myself. And that's the first goal, is working on yourself. People are going to see the commitment. And so that's what I'm encouraging you today, is to commit to a program. And I can't even tell you that, how much success I've had by committing. And a couple months ago, I felt like I lost momentum in my business. I felt down, and I always self-evaluate that I wasn't committed 100% to my nutrition and my workouts. And of course, we all go through those months. Like, come on, we're human. But I fell off with everything, with motivation and talking to people and just how I felt. And it went back to myself. And so I realized that everyone struggles in this business if they're not fully committed to a program, if they're not committed to their Shakeology and their nutrition. So pick a program and stay committed. That's the best thing you could do for yourself in this business, whether you have small goals to make a little income or huge, tremendous goals. People are watching. You feel better. You are self-motivated. And so a lot of times I see coaches looking to me for motivation, and I cannot be your main source of motivation, even though I'd love to sit there and be like, I'm your biggest cheerleader. You could do this, Erin. You could do this, Christina. Like, go! I would eventually lose my voice, kind of like I am right now. My throat is killing me, and I'm drained a little bit just because I've done a lot with the business side, but I'm resting the rest of the week. But I can't motivate you guys, right? I have to motivate myself. No one can motivate me. I have to stay self-motivated, and that comes with you committing to a program, you being on top of your nutrition, and that creates belief, right? Don't you believe in what we have 10 times more? You believe in the Shakeology and the fitness and our core mission to help people live healthy and fulfilling lives. So commit to a program right now. With people going back to school, they're going to be totally out of whack with their, their routine and getting their kids back on board with school, and people are going to be all out of whack. So now is the time to continue to lose weight, to feel great, to stay self-motivated, to believe in what we have. And guess what? You're going to inspire a lot of people to make changes in August. August is a big, big month where people are out of whack. So August and September is big. People are already thinking the holidays by then, which is insane. I remember this year just starting. So focus on yourself, work hard. I mean, trust me, you can't have anything else better than feeling good at creating a more better belief system than what we have. So I have 4 tips for you guys right now besides committing 100%, okay? These tips are going to help you create a long-lasting business, right? Whether it's a goal of yours to be here or not, for the business side, this is going to help you, whether it's your health and your fitness. I mean, you could take these tips however you want, but it's mainly about creating a lasting business. The first one is embracing change, right? We all have to embrace change. And I've seen a lot in this business. People have come and go. A lot of people, and I'm saying this now because I have a lot of new coaches, and it's exciting, but it's also a little nerve-wracking because it can go one or two ways. There's no in the middle. Some coaches run, they are super self-motivated, they have a big weight loss transformation ahead of them, they have big goals, they have a big vision, and they run. Then I have others that, there's things that happen along the way. Maybe there's roadblocks in front of them. Maybe it's a coach relation issue that was put in front of them, or a beach body, or a Facebook change, or just something, and they use that as an excuse, and they're gone. Like, they're gone. Life happens. Something else happened. So one or two ways, right? And I love this quote that attitude determines altitude. And as corny as that might sound, it's so, so true. To create a lasting business, you have to embrace change. Things are going to happen fast. Your life is going to take turns. We got to schedule this in. Life is going to be unbalanced. We need to stay committed to our mission here, right? And we just have to refuse to not fall off, that we are going to stay committed and embrace whatever change comes our way. And I've had some crazy things happen, and I stayed committed to this business. I could have fell off when, I had a death in the family and, family issues, things happening. And I said, I'm going to embrace the change. I'm going to let it flow off me fast. And I realized in this business, in any business, right? And even in your health and your fitness, that if you don't let emotions run off you fast, if you don't stay with the flow of why you're doing what you're doing, you're going to crumble really, really fast. You're going to make excuses. And if you want to grow, you need to adapt to changes in business and in life. And I love that this is the first one, embracing change, because people are hard to embrace the change. I am too. I do admit it. I'm human. I do not embrace change really well. If something's new with Facebook, because it's all social media and I'm not a very tech savvy person, with groups or just beach body, I'm like, ugh, and I clam up in my clamshell. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to change anything. But it's for the best. Okay, it's really for the best. We got to be excited about changes. We got to look for ways to make our health and fitness better, our business better. If you want to grow, you got to accept the changes that happen in life, and just know that this business can only move forward if we accept those changes. We got to embrace change, right? Don't run away. Don't take a step back. When things get tough, we need to embrace it, right? So number 2 is self-evaluation. This is probably my favorite tip. Number 2, self-evaluation. Where you are determines what it is that you need to do to create that action. So we got to determine, what are we doing? Where are we going? And we need to self-evaluate ourselves in the midst of life, right? Personal development, I love that Beachbody makes us read. That's one of the 3 vital behaviors for the new coaches. It's invite personal development, be proof of the products, and then there is another fourth, which is recognition. But this personal development ties in with everything in life, I believe. And when we read, when personal development is part of our daily routine, we're self-motivated, right? We feel good, and we start thinking, right, having conversations of, how this personal development that we're reading is going to change our life, or how you can slowly change your life. And we start evaluating our life while we're reading. But the key to personal development, I believe, is implementing it. And too many people are not reading and then not implementing. And I think if you want to go on this weight loss journey, or go on this business journey, we need to always be self-evaluating ourselves, right? We can't help other people if we're not bettering ourselves. We can't mentor new coaches if we're not bettering ourselves. So I dig my head in personal development every day. I self-evaluate where I am, what I want with my life, where I'm going, and I stay committed to that. And I'm always just, self-evaluating. And I think personal development is very interactive, just like health and fitness, right? We need to be interactive in our health and fitness to actually work. And I think personal development and it being interactive, just like health and fitness, it requires change, right? It requires big time change. After reading, I know that I got to make some changes, because I'm just evaluating myself the whole time. And so in business, right, in this business, to have a long-lasting business, we have to evaluate ourselves in order to change. And change is not easy, right? Just like the first one, it's not easy. But just like, you want to hit a goal with income, or your rank, or your fitness level, it's going to require you to kind of self-evaluate, right? You need to be growing. You need to be setting bigger goals, and that's going to bring more success. But I think it starts with the self-evaluation and embracing change. So in order for you to embrace this change, you have to work on you. It ties into that personal development. And there is a saying out there that the more your brain expands, the more personal development you do, the more you get to your goals, the more you can hit the bigger goals, like the income and the rank and the bigger visions that you have for yourself. So self-evaluation that needs to always be at the forefront of your business to create a long-lasting business, right? We can't get stuck in the changes. We can't get stuck in where we are. We always have to be moving forward with the tides. Just like my coach used to say, stay with the beach body flow. And it's so true. We have to just let things roll off us fast and just move on, forward. The third one is be authentic. And whether you're a new coach or a seasoned coach and you're about to share your journey and take off with this amazing business, I just want to say be authentic, because it's so easy in this business to look around, like look at other coaches and other challengers, and we can get really stuck on that. And comparison is the thief of all joy, I believe. This is your experience. This is an experience that you really have to just put your blinders on, and you gotta look straight. And you gotta look at that bullseye, which is the why and the vision for why you want this. And you're not gonna relate to other people that you're comparing yourself really truly from the inside out. And the people that you want to draw in, if you're trying to be someone else, they're not going to really relate to you. And then once you actually have that conversation on the phone, or you get face to face and you start talking, it might feel a little funny. So you want to be yourself. And it's hard, I think, in the beginning. I definitely compared myself to a lot of top coaches in the beginning, and I felt like it took away my passion at times. Because I think you're more passionate and enthusiastic about your journey in the moment when you're truly being yourself. Because everyone is so uniquely made. I feel like God gave us such a different story, right? I mean, my story is completely different from, you guys, as I see on this call. We're all so different, and we need to embrace that. But through personal development, it made me realize that I needed to share my struggles. I needed to overcome them and share those ways that I overcame them. And that's part of sharing your journey also is personal development, because it makes you self-evaluate it. These tips totally tie into each other, but we got to stay true to who we are, be authentic. And it's so crazy, because when I shared a death in my family and I've shared, family issues, I've attracted those people in. And, when I started sharing the real me and being kind of quirky and dorky and just weird, definitely weird at times, I attracted those people. And I feel like I was being very authentic and humble, and I attracted the same people to me. So every day is a new journey. I just want you to know that every day is just a new day. So you just take one day at a time and just know that it's enough. Where you are, where your goals, where your visions are for your health or your fitness or your business, it's enough. So just know that you don't have to race ahead, look at other people, try to do what they're doing. Like, you are enough. And so I want you to share your struggles, but I don't want you to get stuck. I see that happen a lot. Don't get stuck in your struggles. Just know that things are going to happen on this journey. It's not going to be all easy, but once you get past the craziness, there's going to be high times, and it's going to be so bright. But you have to embrace that. You got to share it. You got to be truly authentic to who you are. And that's how you brand yourself also. You start building this big following to who you are. And it takes time. It's not easy trying to start a health and fitness journey and start a business, but I can guarantee that if you stay true to who you are, people in the long run are going to love you for who you are, and they're going to be drawn to you, and they're going to see you as a beacon of light in their life. So that's why it's important, I think, from the beginning of this business to stay true to who you are. And for me, for an example, the one thing that I can say I stayed true to myself is I've always shared my faith from day one. And, it's something that it's near and dear to my heart. I love, and I wasn't super strong in my faith when I started this journey. I've always grown up in church and all that great stuff. But as far as being very faithful and having that close relationship with God that was meaningful to me, I started to share it more openly. And this is an easy outlet for me to do that. And I just became a storyteller, and I started sharing how my life was slowly being changed through this journey. And it's crazy because I've attracted those people that are also faithful to me. So the more you stay authentic to who you are, the more you're going to draw in those people. And I feel like it builds trust also. Those people are going to trust you to come to you because they see the real you. So it's kind of great sharing these tips because if you are a new coach, because it gives you kind of an insight to the future as you get going and to kind of lead you in the right way. The fourth one is set standards. Okay, set standards for yourself. Just some non-negotiables and run with them. So, it can be small, it can be big. For me in the beginning, I wanted to work on myself. I wanted to be proof that this worked. I was feeling incredible, and I was like, I got to share this with everyone. But I set small goals, and I stuck to those, which is Success Club, which is my health and my fitness. I set a goal of making $100 a week the first couple months. Like, that was my mission goal, to get my Shakeology paid for. And then, as I progressed in the business and moved on, my goals got bigger, right? I wanted a Success Club 10. I wanted to help 5 people a month. I wanted to be like even better shape and push myself harder. And I wanted to bring in a bigger income to get my family out of a crazy situation. So, just keep setting standards for yourself and don't settle. I see so many people just settling with just the minimum. And I think that if you want this, and like I said, everyone has different goals, but if you want this, you can't settle. Like, you're either all in, hot, or cold. I don't believe there's a middle ground. So, if you are starting slow, you're still over here. You're cold. You're working on your health and your fitness. You are over here with the business. But if you are working on your health and your fitness and you're all in, you are like hot over here. So everyone has a different journey. But you got to set set some minimums and maximums for yourself. Don't let excuses take over you. You got to keep growing. Definitely keep growing with personal development. Self-evaluate. Be easy with change. Be authentic to your journey. And, if you keep pushing yourself forward, I think you're always going to feel fulfilled. And that's one great thing I could share with you guys is that, when I did stop growing at times and I didn't, hit my health and fitness goals and I put them on the back burner, I definitely felt like I wasn't fulfilled. I felt like I was missing something. And that was even before this journey, right? I felt like I was missing something. And I think that goes along with bettering yourself. If you're not bettering yourself, what are you doing? You don't feel fulfilled, right? You feel like you have a hole somewhere. And I've seen that to happen to a bunch of coaches on this team where they put their health and fitness on the back burner, or the business on the back burner, or the personal growth on the back burner. And guess what? They're unhappy, right? I get unhappy, and it's because I'm not growing and moving forward. So the best thing you can ever do for your business is continue to grow. And I truly believe everything else around you will grow, right? My marriage has gotten better, my relationships, my business, all the blessings in my life. But it's from growing my brain, my heart, my soul, and just bettering myself. So that's really what I wanted to encourage you guys, is just to commit to a program, go all in with it, and then to create a lasting business. Stay committed to yourself, be all in, self-evaluate all the time. Don't ever get complacent where you are. Be authentic to who you are, who God made you to be, and set standards and, go after them and don't settle. Make higher goals than what your standards normally is, so that if you fall short, you're falling at a great place. So, anyways, I hope these tips have helped you guys, and I just wanted to open it up to any questions that you have. So go ahead. This is unmuted now. Do you guys have any questions where you are? Everyone is at totally different places. So go ahead. Who wants to be the first one? No? Well, I guess that's good. You guys are all rocking your health and your fitness and your business, right?
I have one, Danielle. I have one. Sorry.
Hey, I love hearing from you.
I have been struggling with, and I feel like I'm at that point where it's a must, making everything public.
Right.
Now, how soon into the business did you immediately make everything public, your page public?
It was hard, I do have to say, in the beginning, because I had like the birth pictures of the girls and my wedding pictures. But what I did, what you can do, it was maybe a month into the business, I went and I found out, because I Googled how can I make my pictures and albums all private. You can actually go into your albums or pictures, and you can make the albums and pictures that you want private just seen for your friends. So there's a way to change that. When you go to do a post, so I would do that first before you go public, and then every time you make a post, say it's your kids or something very personal that you're like, I don't want everyone to see this.
Right.
You go and it says who you want your audience to be, public or your friends or private, I believe. So
okay.
Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't go public if all your pictures, your albums are private, the ones you don't want people to see. And then when you go to post, publicly, or private, people public are not going to see the picture, say, of your kids or a personal post.
Okay.
Other than that, what are they really seeing? They're not seeing much. And make sure
Instagram is all public, right?
It's all public, correct? No. You can make that private. You can make Instagram private. You have to go to edit profile and then private.
Okay. But I think my profile is private. So if just some random person searched me, it would be locked. They get that little.
Right. Yep.
But when you do the hashtags, does it pop up under that hashtag? Do you know?
No, because it's private. They can't see your profile. To get into any pictures, they can't see it.
Oh, that's funny. So all my work has been in vain then. Okay. I've been hashtagging. Okay.
I know.
All right.
Hashtag is to get more eyeballs on your profile.
Yeah.
Also, just don't have where you live on that profile. Don't have any piece of information on your public profile where someone could find out anything. But in the 3 years I've been doing this, and I've talked to a lot of successful coaches, you just got to be smart and make smart decisions, and that's it.
Because the thing is, like, I was away for the weekend, and I want to post about the whole weekend being gone, and because it's like my life. I want to share, but then I'm like, great, that's just people know I'm not home now, and
Right.
I struggle with that. Like, I'm like, how do I do this? I felt so torn because I'm like, I want to post that we're all away enjoying, because it was like my mom, my dad, my sister. So
Right.
I'm like, great, now they know that everybody's out of town. So
That was a concern. That was a concern also in the beginning. But guess what? Unless someone Googled my name and knew exactly what city I lived in, they can't find that information. So
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I realize I'm getting to that point, because I've been getting a lot of requests from people on Instagram. And so I realized that it's getting to that point where, because something's happening and a lot of health and fitness people are requesting me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
accept them. To be honest with you, I don't accept friend requests from somebody that I don't know. It's only from the people that I am, looking to build a relationship with, a mutual friend, maybe someone that's interested in my clean eating challenge that I see is a legitimate person. I work with women. I've never had success working with a guy.
Right.
Because all of our groups are just women, and I feel like we all connect better. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually from other teams also. Diesel Nation, I don't accept any friend requests from that team anymore. It's just from my coaches and then their coaches, because I want to help your coaches succeed also.
Right.
Support, and I make sure that I friend them or they friend me. But yeah, I wouldn't accept any requests from someone you don't know, but definitely public, because people can see your profile and reach out to you. And I've had that happen many times where they reach out to me and they're like, oh, I have a friend that told me about you, or I saw they liked this or commented on this, blah blah blah. Makes sense.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Awesome.
I think of myself how long I was checking out everybody's page before I actually signed up, so it makes perfect sense. Okay.
How are you guys? Anybody else have any questions?
I do.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good.
Well, I have a question. Well, as I told you many times, I struggle with the invitation and blah, 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 blah. So I've been using that training, the art of recruiting,
Right.
and those tools, because to me that works better.
Right.
So I've been going and sending message, hey, thank you for the support. I really appreciate, liking my pictures, blah, 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 blah. And then I ask, are you on a health and fitness journey as well? And then they reply, oh, you're doing great, keep it up. Oh, no, I don't do anything. Or, oh, yes, I've been thinking about it. But then I reply with something back, and then that's it. They leave me hanging, So I don't know, how do I keep approaching them? How many times do I approach them? Because I don't want to, bug the person to the point that she's never going to like my picture again, or,
Right. Right. No, I have to probably see the conversation. So if you want to just screen share it to me, take a picture, I'd love to see it. It's kind of like me evaluating your role playing. But you don't ever want to annoy people. I think that's the key. We don't want to annoy people and be salesy. You just have to always follow up with just an urgency. I'd love to have you a part of my group. You told me your goals. Are you interested? And that's it,
Yeah.
And you move on and you keep trying to, form and talk to the next set of people. But, you never want to just be annoying, I would say. And I definitely was annoying in the beginning of this journey 3 years ago. I learned everything not to do and to do. You got to make the mistake first. But it's mainly just about that urgency. Like, you know, the more you drag the conversation on too long, you know, it just, I feel like it's a turnoff after a while. It's find out their goals, how are they doing, and hey, I have a group coming up. I'd love to have you a part of it. And during the group process is really when you start to get to know them even more. So I love the relationship that's formed when the group is really starting. It's not really too much before because people are busy. People are on the go. We can't sit there and inform them for hours and hours and hours, you know?
Yeah.
So, hey, like, thanks for sharing your goals. I'd love to help you. I have a group coming up, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. And if she says, well, like, send me more information or whatnot, then you get to talking more. And then when they're a part of the group, it's like, then you really dig into the deep conversations and getting to know them more. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
So Danielle, you didn't have the fair when you just started, because you make it sound like you just went right in, and you just you said you did quite. Yeah,
I did. I didn't sit there and form. I mean, I did make mistakes, and I sat there and talked to people for a long time, and I realized it wasn't working because it just was going on and on and on, the conversation. I realized I needed to throw the invite in there and just be blunt about it. And I think that's where a lot of people have mistakes, is they're afraid to go for that invite. They're afraid to be like, hey, I have a group coming up. I'd love to have you. You've been on my mind. I've been thinking about you. I keep seeing you in my newsfeed. Like, this group would be great for you because of your goals that you explained to me. So I think we keep running around the same person forever and ever and ever, and not realizing that we haven't invited them yet. You haven't gone for the book, Jab, Jab, Right, Hook. You haven't gone for that hook yet. You've been jabbing them. You've been like forming them and complimenting them and like talking to them. But they know what you're getting at. You just haven't said it. So
I know.
That's what I think the game changer was just, talk to them, throw that blunt message, and then move on. Like, next. And eventually you're going to find some amazing, incredible women that actually want to work with you, get great results, and be in your challenge groups, become coaches, and then they're going to have this life-changing transformation. So you can't get stuck on the people who don't want it. Like, I don't want to work with people who don't want to make a change in their life. So I think that it's the same way with inviting. You just got to go for no. You have to just continue to move forward and share your journey, stay consistent with your health and your fitness, and keep talking to more people. Eventually you're going to find it, and guess what? It's going to motivate you and inspire you to just keep talking to more people, because you're going to get to the people that say yes and that want this. Does that make sense? I just think if you have people that keep saying no, you haven't talked to enough people, because the more you talk to people, the more you're going to get to the people who want this and that are the lifers and, the people who truly, truly want it. I mean, all of you guys, I had to kiss a lot of stinking frogs before I got you guys. And now look, you're on a call with me, and like, it's the coolest thing ever I've ever been a part of. So it just shows you got to kiss a lot of frogs, just like dating, until you get to the right one.
Yeah.
It's just work. You got to go put in the work.
Yeah.
Christina, what do you think of this call? You're a new coach. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I'm just listening, and I actually just started reading the GoPro book and just listening to the stuff you're saying. That book is excellent. If you guys haven't read it, I definitely recommend. I mean, I'm only a little ways into it, but it's definitely a great book to read and understand. I mean, it's everything we're trying to do is in that book, and he guides you right through on what to do and not to do, and where you're going to hit obstacles and not. So it's a good book.
Oh my God, I love you already. GoPro was the first book I ever read, like almost literally, because I hated reading, and that's why I went to beauty school. But that book I have highlighted, I have torn pages. I'm telling you, that book was like changing for me in the business, because he gives you an insight into what you're going to get yourself into as far as network marketing, basically into your health and your fitness, everything. If you commit to this, you can have some major success. And he even goes into talking to people and inviting people and what to say and not to say. And I mean, he's just a genius at it. He's on Facebook. I highly recommend that you follow him because he's always posting videos and great tips and quotes. But yes, that book is phenomenal, life-changing. I read it 3 times, and I will continue to keep on reading it because it brings me back to the basics of this business, is that you just got to keep on talking to people. Keep on sharing it, know in your heart, have a belief that where you're going is awesome and it can be life-changing. So I'm super proud of you. I know you are so new. So thank you for getting on the call. Thank you for...
It's overwhelming at first, but...
What did you say?
Well, I was just saying it's very overwhelming at first, but I'm definitely enjoying it. And I'm seeing a difference, so...
Right, I love that. And you know, every coach says the same thing. I was overwhelmed. They are still probably overwhelmed, the ones on this call. And I get very overwhelmed also just because the team has grown. I have tons of coaches, and that's why I like to do these calls, to really connect with you and answer questions, motivate you, inspire you, any concerns or problems. But yes, every brand new coach is overwhelmed. This is all new territory for you, especially social media. I was not into social media at all. I'm not tech savvy at all. I just learned a couple months ago how to use PowerPoint presentation. I mean, it's just new. Anything new, just like I said, change. You have to be, good with change and just ride with the tides of life. And if you want to change in your life, right, with anything, we have to accept change and embrace it. And so that's what this business is. So the notifications, shut them off. Just write a to-do list. That's the best advice I can give you, is have a to-do list of every day plugging into the coach training, working on your health and your fitness journey, and just start sharing on social media every day, getting consistent. In the Rock the Basics, I posted some examples of daily posts that you can do to stay consistent, just giving you examples. But that's all you need to do right now, is just learn and focus on yourself and implement. Implement is the biggest tip I can give you, because you can have information going in, but if you are not implementing it, just like your health and your fitness, and listening to Autumn Calabrese and reading the meal plan and implementing it, you're not going to get results. So that's the best advice I can give you. So anyways, guys, I think this was a great call. Erin, I didn't hear from you. Do you have anything you would like to say?
No, I'm good.
Awesome. You look great. I can tell you have totally leaned out. I'm just impressed. How much weight have you lost so far?
45.
Amazing. Total.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I have chills thinking about that. I love your transformation. It just shows.
That's not even 4 months in.
Crazy. Oh, amazing. That is what this is about right here. Transformation from the inside out. And that is what is so inspiring too to people. Not that you have to have a big transformation to be successful in this business, because one of my great leaders, Susan Antoinette, she's always been thin. It's just she wasn't a healthy thin in the inside, but it's still so inspiring. It just shows you that you keep growing internally. You keep growing your mind. And that's the only way that you can keep making changes and move forward and bring success to your life, is because you keep changing. So congrats for that. I love it, and I love seeing all your posts. So keep going, girl.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. This was recorded. And if you need to reach out to me and ask me something,